Hello, Nomad Sculpt, and this video is a workflow video. It's about how to block out insects or bugs or other creatures. Okay, so things like this here. Okay, first I show you here in the Google image search thing, you find here such silhouette pictures from insects or spiders here, or like you want, and they have to be black and white, pure black and white, such pictures here. So you need to download such an image, or you can draw your mask yourself. It's no problem. So I use such a image here, maybe here such a spider image, and I save it to the camera roll. Okay, so the next thing is here, I'm starting in Nomad Sculpt and I create a new scene. And the default sphere I don't need at the moment. So I delete this sphere and oops. So I call it test. And now I'm using a primitive and I add here a plain primitive. Okay, it looks like this. And the topology, we need more topology. So at the moment I can validate this object, but I need more resolution. So I'm using the linear subdivision and I subdivide it up to 270,000 vertices. So now I'm fine. So I don't need the wireframe anymore. Okay, then I'm using the mask tool. So I created here a separate tool here, a mask stamp tool. So I'm using the mask tool, and here you have to change a few settings here. So you need the stroke mode lock radius, and the alpha, we can choose other alpha. So I press here on the image importer and import the downloaded spider image. You see here at the moment the background is white and the spider is black, so we have to invert this. So use it like this, and maybe the scaling a little bit smaller. So I think this is okay. Then you have to change the fall off to a flat fall off. So here this one. And here in the filter settings, everything is okay, I think. And there's no pressure at the moment. So like this. Okay. You see here, now we have symmetry activated. So I don't need symmetry, so I turn it off and I go back. And the other thing here is in the alpha settings here, you can lock here the rotation. So here's the rotation, so it's only straight. And the next thing I want to find here, where's my center point of the plane? So I press here on the symmetry, and then you see here the red cross appears here, and this is my insert point for my mask. So now I'm masking here this whole thing, and it looks like this. Okay, so I can now reset my tool to the last save. So, okay. Now here in the mask top menu you can convert here this mask to face group. So press here this, and sorry, you see here the blurry things here. So I press sharpen and then again I press convert. So now we have a face group on the plane primitive, and this is the mask. So this is what we need. And here I go a step back to this view here. So at the moment we don't have a face group, so, and I'm starting here to use here the unmask option here. So I'm adjusting the radius, so and I'm unmasking. So we can use the symmetry here. And first I'm mirroring the whole object from left to right, so everything is, or from right to left, so everything is now symmetrical. And now I'm starting to unmask here parts, like this here. So I think the brush radius is a little bit too big. I think this is enough. So we are splitting the mask in separate sub-meshes. So like this here. So it only takes a few minutes. So now the spider looks like this. And now it's time to press again sharpen, and now I convert it to separate to face group. So here now it looks like this. This is what we want. Okay. And now time to extract. So I tap on the meshes I want to extract. So maybe these two parts. And now I'm pressing here the mask extract settings here. And now it's possible to set here a height for the extraction. And here the division here is 0. So I extract with 0 division and no smoothness, and like it is here in the settings. So I press extract and I press clear. And now here in the solo view we got these two parts here, and now it's possible, we are in the mask tool, so you can tap here on the face groups and you can use now the operations menu. So you can inflate here the mesh a little bit. So I turn on the wireframe, and you see now here what happens with the wireframe and the stretching and the things here. And now it's possible to use here the relax thing and the smoothing. And now when you clear the mask, you can smooth more. So it's up to you how you like to smooth the whole mesh here. So more like this, or then there's the inflate slider. You can play with it, so you see what you get. And of course it's also possible here to use the move brush here and make sure that the symmetry here is active. So yeah, you can do it also later. Okay, so next thing, we need our legs. So I'm starting here and mask the leg parts, and yeah, you can do it one by one or one after the other. So in fact I can mask here everything, and now we have to extract the whole thing. And so yeah, I think it's okay. So I extract. And now I'm masking here the side face group here, and there's a connect button here. So press connect and then press on the side. Then you get all face groups. So, and the next thing is here, I relax a little bit. Oh, not relaxing, sorry. Inflate. So now I clear the mask. I'm relaxing the whole thing and smoothing. A little bit of inflate. So these are the legs. Okay. With the move brush. And here it's important here, the connected setting here. So this is an important setting when you use the move brush. Here in the filter settings you see here connected topology. So this checkbox. And here you see it's also in my bottom menu shortcuts, this connected button. And so you can here pick the single meshes and move it a little bit around. So you can stretch everything a little bit. And connect the parts. So a little bit longer. And this one here. So the next thing is I'm using the height tool here, this tool. and I hide here half of the mesh here. And this mesh here I delete. So I press delete. I only need 1/2, so I can use the mirror. So I forgot here some parts here. Okay, this is what I want. And the next thing is I'm using here in the scene outliner the separate topology thing here. Press here this. So now we get separate mesh parts. And now I'm selecting the separate legs. So I'm using the select tool and I join them. So join this leg together and then I'm placing my pivot point. So for this leg here I'm turning on the outline. You see now this is one leg. I'm using now a pivot and I place the pivot here to this position. So the same for the other parts here. Select tool, I join it, then I'm using the pivot option, place the pivot at this position and it's okay. Next, select the other leg, join it together, pivot, place it. Okay, and the last one here, sorry, I forgot a part. Join it, pivot, okay, and for this one I use only the pivot option, place it here, and maybe this one, pivot to this position. So I'm hiding the plane. So, and now I'm selecting here the legs and I bring them in position. So the legs are more located here on this position. And then I'm using the separate legs and I rotate them like this here, so they touch the ground. So now the spider looks like this. Okay, and then we need the whole thing a little bit more curvy. So I'm using the move tool, a bigger radius, and now I'm moving here. You see now when I move it, I use only one part. So here at the bottom there's the connected, here this checkbox. So now I'm able to bend this whole thing. So and I do this for all the legs. Okay. So I'm selecting the whole thing here and I'm adding a mirror. So now the whole thing is symmetrical. And here for the mandibles, I bring them in a little bit other position here. And here the eyes. Okay. So it looks like a spider, and now it's possible to move around a few things here, like the body here. Sorry, I'm in the wrong tool. So again here the connected button is sometimes very important, so that you don't use the wrong mesh. Yeah. No, this was not so good. Yeah, I think you get it. And yeah, if you need other things here, like maybe I'm masking here the backside. Get here such a cross shape on the back of the spider. Oh. It's not a nice cross. This is really not a nice cross. Maybe I use smoothness when I extract the whole thing here. So let's do it more like this here. I think this is nicer. So I use at this position here, or at when I'm almost done with the thing here, the quad remesher. So Okay, so now I'm using the quad remesher. I don't use symmetry here for this object, and here so then you get here nice meshes. You can use a little bit more topology. I go back and turn symmetry off. Okay. So let's see the little guy here. Yeah, and now it's possible to add details and so on. Yeah, like you want. It looks dangerous. Yeah. That's it. Have fun with sculpting. Ciao.